This is the Wrestling Replay. I am Kato. Welcome to episode number 55. Man, Elimination Chamber is right around the corner. We got the bloodline to talk about. We got a lot to really get to. And we got a little mysterious tweet by a certain somebody. We'll get into that a little bit later too. But to go ahead and start this episode off, let's go ahead and start off with the Elimination Chamber. Since that is right around the corner, I think this is going to set up a lot for WrestleMania. I got two matches, certainly, that I think it's going to definitely set up for WrestleMania, but let's go ahead and talk about the men's Elimination Chamber match first. We got Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, Bobby Lashley, LA Knight, Kevin Owens, and Logan Paul going at it, which was surprising to me. I definitely thought The Miz was going to go over Logan Paul on SmackDown, just seeing as though The Miz is The Miz, and we were able to get Logan Paul possibly defending his championship at Elimination Chamber. I thought that would have been pretty cool, but we didn't get that. So, this is what we got for the men's Elimination Chamber matchup. Now, for me personally, I don't see Bobby Lashley making it. No, you locked in that whole situation with the Final Testament, which is supposed to come to an ending SmackDown in a three-man tag team matchup. So we'll see what happens with that. I don't see LA Knight winning. I think there's bigger plans for LA Knight as far as the long run goes. I want to see LA Knight and AJ kind of hash out their feud first, and I want to see LA Knight go on to win that United States Championship. And to do that, I don't think you can be main event in WrestleMania, at least not night one anyway. We also got Randy Orton just coming back fresh off that injury, which could be a legit opponent for Seth Rollins in that WWE Championship, but he's just not my guy. It's not my guy. Logan Paul, absolutely not. I see him being eliminated by Kevin Owens. And Kevin Owens, I see him and Logan Paul still having possible issues. So I can see that being a WrestleMania rematch for the two for the United States Championship again. Hopefully that's where Kevin Owens take that title away. Or maybe we get a three-way matchup with Kevin Owens, LA Knight, and Logan Paul. And we can just go ahead and get to LA Knight being the United States Championship. Being the United States Champion, I'm sorry. But that leaves me with one guy. Drew McIntyre. I think Drew McIntyre has been on a run lately. I think you need a guy that can go ahead and put that Monday Night Raw roster on his back. For right now, I think Seth Rollins still has some injuries to kind of work out, some little kinks, some little knick-knacks in there to get past. So I wouldn't be surprised with Drew McIntyre win that Elimination Chamber and then going on to WrestleMania and actually defeating Seth Rollins for that WWE Championship. And at that point in time, I think that's where Damian Priest cash in. That's where he cashes in because I know Seth Rollins is going to take Drew McIntyre to the limit. It's no way that Drew's just going to steamroll Seth Rollins. No way, right? Also, I feel like that little patch you had with Drew McIntyre and Judgment Day, I feel like that's done. That's out of here, right? So I can see Drew McIntyre winning, but I would not be surprised to see if Damian Priest and Judgment Day go and cash in. Will they be successful is the real question, because now you got an issue with R-Truth. You got an issue with Miz, who is, teaming with R-Truth, who watches his back. You got an issue with DIY. So these could be guys who could come out and actually ruin the cash in for Damian Priest. Just kind of foreshadowing things. Now, next we got the women's Elimination Chamber matchup, which thus far we have Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Tiffany, Naomi, and Becky Lynch. Naomi, I like the fact that she's back, right? And not only is she back, but she's right in the mix, right in the Elimination Chamber. And I wouldn't be surprised if she's one of the last three women inside this Elimination Chamber matchup. But there's still one more woman that's yet to be added. We have to figure out who that's going to be. But I don't think that's going to matter. I think Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley is the matchup you want to have going into WrestleMania. Or Becky Lynch against Nia Jax. To be honest, Nia Jax and Becky Lynch already has history there, right? Rhea Ripley could use the win over someone like Becky Lynch to kind of propel her a little bit further in her title run, to make it a little bit more dominant. So I could see that happening as well. But in the Elimination Chamber matchup, I definitely think Becky Lynch get it done. I would love to see Bianca and Belair and Rhea Ripley go at it, but I think we're going to save that for a little bit later. Plus, we got the addition of Jade. I think Bianca and Jade are either going to be enemies or they're going to team up and, go to that tag team division. Speaking of that tag team division, I think we're going to get Sasha Banks back at WrestleMania. I think she's going to come and help Bayley win that championship, or at least watch her back. And then we get Sasha Banks and Naomi possibly back in that tag team mix-up. So now you're talking about possibly forming 2 new women tag teams and a tag team division that's kind of actually working itself out. It's really coming along well, actually. I'm surprised. Tiffany, I think she just got here from NXT, so I doubt that they're going to, rush her into any spotlight right now. And Liv Morgan, the fans love Liv Morgan, man. But Liv Morgan, I feel like she always gets right there, and she just can't get over the hump. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that she'll win this Elimination Chamber matchup also. So I got Becky Lynch going on to WrestleMania to challenge for that Raw Women's Championship. Speaking of the Raw Women's Championship, let's go ahead and jump into Rhea Ripley and Nia Jax. Man, they brought Nia Jax back. I can't lie. Nia Jax looked absolutely believable as a women's champion. Right now, I think this is the most dominant we've seen Nia Jax. She looks the most confident that we've ever seen her. She's been laying waste to everybody. So her beating Rhea Ripley, I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't. I do have Rhea Ripley going over in this matchup only because I feel like a win against Nia Jax and a win against Becky Lynch at WrestleMania is going to really set up well if now Bianca is next for Rhea. I think that was set up perfectly. Or even if you have someone like Jade is going to be the one that come in and then dethrone Rhea Ripley. I think that sets up perfect, and then Rhea can kind of fall back, get to relax a little bit, because Bianca Belair, she had a long title run, right? A long title run. And right now we're kind of seeing Bianca being able to just kind of settle down, relax a little bit, right? And I think Rhea Ripley deserves the same. She's been leading Judgment Day. She's been dominating the women on Monday Night Raw. She's had a great title run thus far. So I don't think you're going to end it at Elimination Chamber, but I could definitely see WrestleMania and Becky getting her beating Becky Lynch, and then right after that maybe a Backlash or a SummerSlam type situation is where Rhea Ripley go and drop her championship. Speaking of dropping championships, we got the Judgment Day. Damian Priest and Finn Balor going to go against the British Strong Style. That's Pete Dunne. That's Tyler Bate. And to be honest, as non-dominant as they may look, I think British Strong Style as tag team champions would actually kind of work out well. I think matchups like with them in DIY would be amazing. Them with the Street Profits would be amazing. The issue comes when you have a team like that going against a team like AOP. But ultimately, I believe the titles are going to go on AOP as long as they can remain healthy, which has been one of their issues in the WWE. If these two guys can remain healthy, I think we see the tag team titles on them. But I do not see these guys going after Judgment Day, especially not while you got the Final Testament running a similar style faction as the Judgment Day. It wouldn't really make sense. But I could see these guys going and beating the British Strong Style with no problem. Only problem being is how do we get the titles off the Judgment Day? And I think those two guys are the answer. I think Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne, the fans are behind them right now. They're pretty red hot. And if you want Damian Priest to go in and cash in, whether it's successful or not, it's no way you have him go in and be a double champion. There's no way no one's going to believe that he's going to have those tag team championships and then cash in and then also be the WWE champion. I think that will kind of just tell everyone before you even cash in what the result's going to be. So it would be smart for them to take the tag team titles off of Judgment Day. And to be honest, they looked cool with the titles, but honestly, Finn Balor and JD Madonna should be the tag team of the Judgment Day. Damian Priest should kind of be running solo right now, and I think that's the way they're going to kind of run it after they take the tag team titles off these two guys. I think you're going to say, hey, Priest, you go focus on singles. We'll handle the tag team situation. So, yeah, I got Judgment Day losing their titles, man. And British Strong Style, I don't know who they'll go against at WrestleMania. If we should have a tag team championship match at WrestleMania, but I don't know who these guys will go against. I really don't. Now speaking of setting up for WrestleMania, I'm kind of rolling well with this, huh? Say no, but WrestleMania, right? We got Jey Uso versus Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship, and I know I'm talking about WrestleMania, but yeah, Elimination Chamber. I don't think Jey get it done. I really don't. I think Jey Uso somehow maybe get bamboozled by Imperium. I'm not sure exactly. I don't see Gunther just beating him straight up. I seen it be a way where maybe Jay's distracted or something like that. Maybe New Day come to help, and then the whole melee, Gunther just find the opportunity to go in and sneak and defeat Jey Uso and retain his Intercontinental Championship. But I do think this will be an awesome rematch for WrestleMania. That's why I bring up WrestleMania. I think WrestleMania is going to kind of reset a lot of things going forward in the WWE. I wanted Braun Breaker to be the one to actually go and win the Intercontinental Championship, but seeing as though he's on SmackDown, that's not going to happen. So I can see Jey Uso. This will be Jey Uso's first real solo championship, right? This is going to be his first real solo run. And I think we're going to start at a fresh start with WrestleMania, and I would not be surprised if he has a dominant run all the way until next year. Don't be surprised if you see that happening, man. So that's pretty much everything we got for Elimination Chamber. I got Drew McIntyre going over, and I got him going over Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. I got Becky Lynch winning the Elimination Chamber match. I got Rhea Ripley retaining her championship, but Rhea Ripley winning at WrestleMania against Becky Lynch. I got Judgment Day losing to Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. And I got Jey Uso losing to Gunther, but coming back at WrestleMania and defeating Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, let's get to what everybody want to talk about, man. I told you last week, y'all did it. Y'all fans, you fickle fans, y'all did it. Y'all had the biggest WrestleMania matchup in the longest time. I mean, Andre the Giant Hulk Hogan-ish, dare I say. But, yeah, y'all had it. Y'all had the match y'all wanted last year. Y'all had it. You thought it was going to happen in Hollywood. It didn't. It would have happened in Philly. You would have got Roman Reigns and The Rock. Maybe not for the title, but it doesn't matter. That matchup was so big. It didn't need to be for the Universal Championship. Didn't need to be. And you blew it. You cheered for Cody to finish the story right now. So they said, you know what? Fine. Let's let Cody go and finish the story. But that's not what we want to talk about. We want to talk about SmackDown going off the air. We all heard the Rock promo. Classic heel Rock promo. Really good. But it gets to the issue of him throwing up his one. I don't know what he threw up. I don't know if it was an L, a gun. I don't know. I don't know what it was. A half of a Brahma bowl. Who knows? But I don't know if that's a signal for, hey, I'm not really all in with the bloodline. I'm not really all in with day one. I don't know if that's a signal for, hey, it's not one of us, it's two of us. I'm bringing somebody with me. I don't know if that's a signal saying, hey, I just want to throw a wool over everybody's eyes and I'm really going to help Roman. I'm really bloodline. Y'all wanted the heel turn? I'm going to give you the full heel turn. I'm going to lean all the way into it. I don't know, man. I really don't. I look at it two ways. I look at The Rock going into WrestleMania, helping Roman Reigns, and if he's helping Roman Reigns, he's like the ultimate cheat code, bro. There's no way Cody's going to fight that off. I don't care if Dustin Rhodes come out there. I don't care if you get Jey Uso coming out to help. There's no way you're going to fight that off. Not Solo, not The Rock. Jimmy, they playing with Jimmy character right now. Jimmy need to step it up because Jimmy's a really good talent to be acting like this, man. But I don't see anybody coming out there and really stopping those guys if The Rock is really all in with the bloodline. Now I can also see another situation. Hey, The Rock maybe is not all in with the bloodline. I think Cody can handle Jimmy by himself. Solo has always been the issue. He's always been that, common denominator to just push Roman over the edge when he needs it. Right? I can see The Rock being the one to neutralize Solo. That's what we really need. Paul, he don't really do too much. But I can see Rock going out there and neutralizing Solo and now allowing Cody to finish the story at WrestleMania. If that's where you want it done at. I can see that happening. Cody going and finally defeating the man that he has not been able to defeat since returning to WWE. Cody going out there and finishing the story. Cody going out there and having a WrestleMania moment. It would be amazing. But The Rock is the one person that's going to determine everything. He's going to determine if Cody finishes the story or if Roman Reigns' championship run continue. So we got to see, man. I like the seeds that's being planted, though. I've been going back in time and looking at heel Rock, looking at heel turns and everything like that he's done. And I don't know if that symbol doesn't mean anything that I've found so far. So if I find something, man, we'll do another episode. But as far as I know, I mean, he did it. It could have been a simple mistake of, hey, that's how I thought they do it. I don't know. But I feel like it's too obvious for you not to point that out, for that not to mean something. You know what I'm saying? But let me know what you guys think. Elimination Chamber coming up in a week's time. It's a really good matchup, too. It's a really good card. When you're looking at it and all the people you got on this card, I'm really, wow, all tongue twisted. I'm really looking forward to seeing Rhea Ripley and Nia Jax. But all in all, this is a really good card. Even if you have Gunther and Jey Uso finishing out the night, I think that would be a good main event. But it's probably going to be the men's Elimination Chamber. But either way, this is a really, really good card, dude. Boom. That's all we got. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Who you think will win these matchups? Who you think is going to go on WrestleMania? What do you think about The Rock holding up the one or the two, the one and the thumb, whatever that may be? Let me know in the comment section down below, man. If you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you're following us on Instagram. And yeah, that about does for this episode. I'm Kato. I'll see you guys back here next week. We'll talk about the Elimination Chamber, everything that went down there, and any more storyline advancement going on to WrestleMania, because this card actually sets up a lot for WrestleMania. All right, I'm Kato. I'm signing out. Peace.